Hey guys, what's going on? This is Anosuke and this is Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi. I'm back again, and this time we are actually going to take on the Thieves' hideouts because these guys, they set fire to our village. We've got to punish them. Also, we're going to talk to Mint because we haven't talked to her in quite a while.
Hi, I'm Mint. What's your name?
I'm Musashi. Why do you have a basket on your head?
It's not a basket, silly. It's a knight's helmet. Tim has a legendary helmet. Hi!
So Mint has noticed that the water level has been drastically reduced over at the Island of Dragons.
Yo!
Let's see what Tim has to say on it. The sea disappeared. Yes, we know, Tim. We were there. Actually, right here, I got distracted by Mrs. Lacter because talking to her reminded me that she was actually going to get us a toy. And it's actually a figure we can't actually buy in the store. We have to get it from her. Or rather, her husband, Farmer Lacter. So we talked to him and thinking maybe he'll give it to me this time.
Young man?
Then after talking to him, I realized he actually gives it to me much later. Oh, sorry about to hear about your grandson, buddy. And Wade is just disappointed in how the mine looks now.
Anything new?
I talked to him again to see if he'd say something different, but no, he doesn't. Let's see what Farmer Grange has to say. Any interesting insights,
Sunshine
buddy?
is lovely, ain't it?
No, as usual, he's
Welcome.
harping
What do
on
you
about
need?
his action figures. But anyway, we're here in the grocery because they have new stuff. The sea drink, as you can see, has been replaced by an EX drink, which restores our entire life bar, which is awesome. An H-Mint, which almost fully wakes us up by giving us 90%. And also, we buy cheese because, well, as I've just said, cheese is awesome. Always have cheese. We talked to Hilda and see what she has to say about the thief situation. She's highly concerned, as any store owner with a brain would be. After that, we go ahead and check out the bakery,
Welcome! May I help you?
which also has its slew of new stuff. In addition to the stuff that they already sell, they have a new product called Jam Bread, which will actually restore our BP by 300. There's also a biscuit, which costs 300, only restores 100, but it has a great caveat of never spoiling, which is awesome. We buy the biscuit because anything else would be kind of a waste of money. Anyway, we're going to the Meandering Forest here. That sign there says if you ever get lost, just go down. And basically, we have the instructions to get there. But if you happen to go the wrong way, that little noise there lets you know you messed up somewhere. So basically, the way we need to go, according to the 3 pieces of notes that we have, the sequence is as follows. Left, up, up, right, up, right, up, left, up, and keep going until you hit the hideout. Yeah, it actually didn't take me very long to suss that out. In fact, I already had it figured out by the time we were at the second note. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how it goes. See, I didn't have to go and write it down. How ingratiating. Shoutouts, by the way. So basically, as you can see, the snow is starting to get a little heavy now. It's just a little way of the game letting you know you're getting close. Now we're on the home stretch. And with this fade out, we are actually no, not yet. Jumped the gun a bit there. I'm sorry. There we go. Now we're here. at the Thieves' Hideout.
Is this the Thieves' Hideout? In I go.
Yeah, like we're really gonna turn around after going through all that.
The door's open. They in there?
Also, there's a cutscene, and I'll see you later after it.
Hey, you! You one of those dumb thieves?
Dumb thieves? Ah, you mean leader's force. Do I look like I belong with such scum? My name is Ginger Ale. Isn't it an exquisite name, darling?
Sorry, don't know much about the names in this world. By the way, is this the Thieves' Hideout?
Perhaps. But they're not here at Frozen Palace anymore, darling. I wonder where they went.
Shoot, came here for nothing. I've let the geezer down too. Hey, where are you going?
Sorry, but I have no time to babysit. See you later. Don't catch cold, darling.
I wonder who she is. Her. Anyways, maybe I can find something about the 5 scrolls before I catch a cold.
Alright folks, welcome to Frozen Palace. Also, watch out for these hoppers here in the beginning. They can actually poison you, and if you have no recourse of actually, healing poison, you have to go all the way back to the village. Which is a long way, I might add. But the ability I give you is kind of worth it if you're not me and you already know how this place works. Basically, the ability map will actually give you a layout on all the rooms you've been in and the room you're currently in within the Frozen Palace. And only within the Frozen Palace. Map is useless everywhere else. In fact, if you take it outside of here, I'll demonstrate this actually. If you take this outside of here and try to use it, Musashi will just say no. The game will actively prevent you from using it and wasting the BP. And we can't actually progress anywhere on these doors on the right. I'm just coming in here to complete out the map and do all sorts of things. Because when I did play this, it had been 4 years. But, now that I actually have played it recently, there's no reason for me to actually assimilate it map and keep it. But anyway, this door here is actually pretty important because it allows us to get through most of the castle, actually. Those little penguin-like things are actually robots made by the Thirst Quencher Empire. We don't want to kill those right now, at least in this room, because they're the only way to traverse that chasm. Also, I came through here quite early. Simply because we can rescue somebody right now. And his name is Chef Julien. That's an interesting point that I did not know before doing this again. Sometimes when people get sealed up in bencho type fields, they actually, some of them actually go unconscious. Others are awake. And I had ran into that room earlier in order to get away from the Hideout wolves, which is what those little wolf things are. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, there's an enemy here that's actually quite annoying, and they're the mimics. Basically, they mirror all your movement, including throwing fusion. So you can actually get an ability from them called Clone, which I'll show off in a later video. Because I'm going to split all this up into 3 parts, because this part is actually pretty big. And they are quite a pain to deal with. Okay, after that bit of an embarrassing accident, let's go ahead and go through the door that we were supposed to go through. And here we actually have the gimmick of the dungeon. See, in this dungeon, you actually have 3 different eyes that you have to collect. A red eye, a blue eye, and a green eye. These eyes allow you to actually progress in the dungeon further, and to get them, you have to go into these rooms where you see the eye on the floor over there, and you have to fulfill a certain condition while clearing out the enemies in the room in order to gain the eye. This one is actually, the first one, red, is actually the simplest. And its condition is, may the lonely have victory. Just meaning, defeat every enemy in the room. And there we go. Simple as that. The chest appears with the red eye inside. I don't know what I was paused for. But we're gonna go ahead and collect the red eye and go on. Also, a point of advice for anyone trying to go through this: make sure that when you go here, you do not have a full inventory like I have right now. It is a bad idea, because you need to hold the red, blue, and green eyes at the same time in order to actually go through and get everything. And as I've shown you before, you can't pick up important items, including game ones, if you have a full inventory. So yeah, make sure you always have at least 3 inventory slots open when coming here. But anyway,
Use red eye? Ah, give it a try.
we come to the first eye door. Place a red eye in and it opens it, which is really good because now we can progress through the dungeon again. Also, you do not use up the items when you use them on the eye doors. The only eye door you use them up on is the last one. And here's another mimic, and here's a better view of it. The only thing the mimic cannot actually, for lack of a better term, mimic, is your Lumina attacks. That is, you know, Fire Scroll, Earth Scroll, Water Scroll, that sort of thing. It also can't imitate your Lumina rotation, and that's actually the best tool you can use to actually get rid of them. There's also treasure here, and oh my god, that's actually a really good point that I forgot to point out. Make sure you have the L goggles before coming here. Trust me, you will need them. Because if you don't have them, you will have to go back to the village in order to get a certain item appraised that will keep you from getting any further in the dungeon. So have the L goggles. There's no reason to not have them at this point. Okay, and this is the first ice maze in the this is the first ice maze in here, filled with high wolves and twists and turns and these things. I'm not sure what they're called, but we'll figure it out. You can assimilate a thing called steel from them, which we will need for this dungeon. Ooh, I'm sorry. And if we were actually to progress through this door here, we would actually need that power to get through the to get through whatever's right there. What steel does is it actually coats you in a magic a magic sort of steel-like aura. You can actually break through spikes and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. It also reduces damage as well, which I did not know before doing this LP. Okay, so we'll make it over here to the other side of the maze, where we find the second eye. And this is the blue eye room. And its victory condition is, may the unhurt have victory. And it's filled with clones. Basically, if you get hurt at any time during this, you have to exit the room and start over. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it's not really that bad. Just use Lumina rotation on all four of them in here, and there's the blue eye. Might as well collect that 50. Alright, so we have the blue eye. We have the unhurt victory condition. You know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back through this maze and go through that door that I almost went through earlier. Also, you can't hurt those guys at all. At all, at all. They are completely invulnerable. At least to my knowledge. High wolves, on the other hand, are quite killable. And by killing that high wolf, it actually reminded me that we have someone over here to save. Alchemist Leanman. I like this guy's rescue message. He just... I'm sorry, I just read that in my mind and I hear it just being so deadpan. Just go ahead and make fun of all the people we rescued so far. Thanks for being a jerk. It's okay though, we still love you, Leanman. Anyway, let's move on and go through that door to the bottom there. Here's a good demonstration of what steel does. We use it, and we can run straight through these spikes without any trouble whatsoever. Which is a good thing because I don't think that hop actually exists in the Frozen Palace. Also, we come in through a room that we've been in before. Yeah, we're on the top floor of that second door on the right down there. And there's someone else to rescue. This guy happens to be Butcher Chops. That face and the things he says, it just sort of rings wrong with me for some reason. That's just me though. That sheening is actually just steel being active. Yeah, when you come here, don't buy a lot of stuff. Just don't, because you have a lot of treasure here. You have the 3 eyes you have to keep, and you really don't need any BP healing items, at least for here. And I completely forgot about the Mimic again. And I got by the Ice Flower. By the way, that Ice Flower only gives you mint, so that's why I haven't gotten anything from it yet. See, there's a damage reduction. Only did 8 that time instead of 18. And I totally went through the wrong door. By the way, these things right here, they toss you up, as you saw earlier. They toss you up, and if you happen to land on the floor below where you are, they can actually hurt you. Actually, no, I don't think it's on the floor below you, but just, he can toss you into those spikes and they actually gonna hurt. And I totally went through the wrong door. Yeah. This is totally not where I wanted to be. Yeah, so next time, guys, we're gonna go ahead and go through the right door instead of going through this mess again, because there's really no reason for me to walk over here and do this again. We'll go through the right door and progress through the rest of the dungeon. I'm Zenosuke, and I will see you later.